So now we're going to simply extract the contents of the archive. So you can do so using the GUI by using whatever archive manager you have. And choosing extract all files, for example to the desktop. However, another option is to use the terminal. Since we're on Linux, we can issue the tar command with the option -xvvf, and then where the file is located, so desktop /iib11 underscore linux underscore 64.tar.gz. Enter. And that should extract the contents as well. So after the archive file is extracted, we're going to want to go into the Big Insights basic directory that was created. So we're going to type cd followed by Big Insights basic Linux 64 B2011 so on and so forth. You can get that by typing ls and then copying it, or you can use the tab key to fill in the rest. Press enter. And now if we do an ls, we can see that there's one file called start.sh. So what we're going to do is we're going to do ./start.sh. And what this is going to do is it's going to start a web installer for us that we're just going to be able to go through nice and easily through our web browser. So now you should notice that the web console has notified you that the Big Insights installer has started and should have given you a URL to go to. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy that URL by selecting it, right-clicking and choosing copy, or however your appropriate console works. Opening your web browser back up, and we're going to paste that URL into it. And now we're presented with a simple web installer to continue the rest of the installation process with. So the first step is a welcome screen, and you can choose to review the system requirements further or more information about the Big Insights guide. For now, I'm going to choose next. Once again, you have a license agreement. You have to go through this license agreement and then choose the I accept button. Click next again. And since for now we're doing a single node installation with only one computer, we can choose single node install, but if you're going to do a clustered installation with more nodes, you can choose a cluster install. But for now I'll choose single node install. And now just click the next button. So now we're at the Secure Shell Setup page, and if you already have passwordless SSH set up for your root user, you can click this button down here called Do Not Configure Passwordless SSH, so on and so forth. However, if you don't, or if you don't know, just fill out the top part by entering passwords for your BI admin user and for your root user. So I'm going to use Hadoop. So note that the password for your BI admin user is a password you're setting, and the password for your root user is what the password for your root user actually is, so it can log into that user and set up SSH for it. Now click the next button. You are presented with a nice little summary of everything we've set and selected. You can specifically note the ports which are set for the job tracker, the name node, so on and so forth, because those are ports you can use later in the web browser and actually go to. You can look at the node information and you'll notice there's only one node for the local host, which is the current machine. If you click the Components tab, you can get a quick overview of all the different components which are going to be installed, from the Big Insights console all the way to HBase, Oozie, Flume, so on and so forth. Now, to kick off the installation process, simply just click the Install button at the bottom. And now we wait. And hopefully now you'll get to a screen like this saying the installation has been completed successfully. You're now on the Results tab, and pretty much you're good to go and you're done. And if you look in the Nodes section, you'll see that on localhost, all of the different components were installed successfully. And that's pretty much what you want to look for. And assuming everything was successful, you'll click Finish, which informs you that the installation program has been shut down. And now Hadoop has been officially installed on your computer. If we want to do a quick test and start up Hadoop, what we're going to want to do is open our console back up. What you can do is open a new tab. And now what we want to do is run the start all command. And since we use the default installation, you want to note that you need to use the BI admin user in order to run any of your Big Insights commands. So in order to do that, you want to type su space dash space BI admin, unless you change the username for the Big Insights administrator user, and press enter. And now you'll notice that you're the BI admin user. And in order to start everything up, you type start all.sh, press enter, and you should be prompted with everything that's starting from the name node to the task trackers, Zookeeper, Derby, so on and so forth. And everything will have worked correctly. If you see in the succeeded section, if you see anything in the failed selection, you have issues and you have to start looking through log files, but hopefully we should be good. The first and simplest command is to do a Hadoop fs command, which is to work with the Hadoop distributed file system. So let's just type Hadoop fs -ls /. So that is lists what's in the root directory on our distributed file system. If we press enter, we'll see that we have a few directories. Everything was listed, and therefore we know that everything is up and running and you're ready to go. Congratulations!